I've been editing roughly for 20,000 hours, and I've learned some valuable lessons along the way that cost me so much time and hassle. Here are 7 lessons I wish someone had told me when I started editing. Lesson number 1: experience over knowledge. You can watch all the videos on YouTube you want, even buy some expensive courses, it's not gonna work for you. It's not that they teach wrong stuff or the courses are not valuable themselves, it's more of I was not quite ready to understand what they had to say. Those editors and YouTubers have years of experience behind them, while someone could just be starting out. What I've learned is that I cannot expect to learn everything in a couple of hours while it took them years to understand. But what actually really helped me was editing a lot. Most of my improvement as a video editor came from actually making bad videos. Every time I messed up or even gave up on a project, I learned something very important. Over time, I was better at spotting problems and I could avoid them way before they happened. And with experience, I was able to edit with my heart. Now, when I try something new currently, I only need to do it 1 or 2 times for it to stick. To summarize, some of the best editing I've ever done, I cannot really explain. Maybe it's because I know too much and I could afford to edit with my heart. Lesson number 2: organization. I know, organizing files and folders isn't fun. But what I've learned over time is that if you neglect this step, you're going to cause yourself so many problems in the future. A few weeks ago, I was making a video that could easily take around 6 hours to be edited. Of course, I started my usual way where I cut the footage and then I start adding B-roll and animations to a point where Adobe Premiere Pro started to give up and it removed some of my footage. You have no idea how hard it was to recover the footage. I spent additional 4 hours on the edit to actually finish the video. But here are the changes that I've made so far to improve my organization. I made sure different parts of the video were labeled with colors. I started renaming my B-roll, sound effects and music so I could find them super fast. I even created folders for camera shots, for sound effects, for music, for graphics, whatever, to actually speed up my workflow. And you know what? It actually saved a lot of time. Every time I organized first, my process was way smoother. Lesson number 3: technical skills aren't everything. It's easy to think that knowing every single tool and every single effect will make you a great editor, but that's not true. You can know all the shortcuts, have all the best plugins, and still miss. I used to think that you could only hold audience's attention by packing the video with animations and flashy effects, and then I got feedback from Shan Hanif, a business entrepreneur, who said my videos were overdone and the audience wants authenticity. Even my friends and fellow editors used to tell me that my videos were actually hard to consume. I didn't want to hear it at first, but they were right. I made a shift and I started to make videos that I would actually enjoy watching. That's when I finally felt, I guess, engaged. What I've learned is simple is often better. Lesson number 4: murder your darlings. Sometimes in my videos, I'll have a sentence or a shot that I really love, but more times than not, I actually had to get rid of it. The shot that I loved so much, it had to go. And the reason why I had to let it go was that it was not serving the story, it was not making the video better, and the viewer did not learn anything new with that specific shot. I know it's frustrating to let go something you love and it took significant time to record or animate or whatever, but we gotta work for the audience. To recap, in the end, it's about what keeps the viewer engaged, not what I would love to use. Lesson number 5: cuts should be invisible. The best edits are the ones that nobody notices. Every cut should serve a story, make the viewer feel something, and keep things interesting. With all that, it should feel barely noticeable. If people are complimenting your editing, chances are you're doing it all wrong. Think about your favorite movie or a video. You don't sit here observing great cuts and how complex they can make the animations. More times than not, the more simple and more seamless the video was, the more watchable it was. And the best way to make your cuts invisible and seamless is wait until the word is finished, hold long enough for the viewer to understand. Keep it simple. To recap, editing is about making the story work, not about the editing being noticed. Lesson number 6 that I've learned is audience matters more than your ego. You know, understanding my audience wasn't that easy. I didn't feel like listening to anyone. I just thought to myself that they wouldn't understand. If someone didn't like my edit, I would get defensive. I would argue with them about my choices because I thought I knew better. But when I kept hearing the same thing over and over again from different kinds of people, I finally listened. If something isn't working for them, it's maybe a reflection of my whole audience. From that moment onward, I was actually more open to listening because I care about my audience. So shout out to everyone who tried to help me and I didn't listen. You were right. To recap, think like your audience. Lesson number 7. The creator deserves the spotlight. You as an editor have a job to edit the video. It's not about making the video look super cool and actually outshining the creator. The best compliment an editor can get is not that the editing was sick, it's rather compliments towards the creator. For example, if they receive comments like "I couldn't stop watching" or "You explained it so well," that's the biggest compliment you can get. Here's the thing, I was both recognized as a video editor, but also as a creator. But the moment I would start getting comments like they got lost in the video and I am an underrated channel, that honestly felt unreal. No one said a thing about my editing. But when I was starting my YouTube channel, I thought to myself, I have to show off my editing for me to get noticed. But my mindset shifted. Now I want my viewers to like me. It's about the creator getting all the recognition, not you. Now, looking back on those 2 years of editing, I realized that I wouldn't change a thing. Knowing what I know now is only possible with the things happening exactly how they happened. Now, if this video felt valuable to you, make sure to subscribe and never miss the next video.